أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربنا زدنا علما آمين يا رب العالمين. Welcome to Advanced Self. We have started the topic of irregularities and self. Alhamdulillah, we are learning about the types of irregularities. We started with Mahmuz. We know that there are three types: Mahmuz, Mu'tal, and Muda'af. We have completed Mahmuz and now we are doing Muda'af. We know that Muda'af is when this type of irregularity happens when the second and the third root letters are the same. The Ain and Lam Kalima are the same. So let's continue with Muda'af. In the last session, we learned about that how they are formed when we have this mudaf, the second and the third letter are the same, the third, and then how this shadda letter comes by fusing the second and the third root letter. We also learn about that how the Felinahi and Feliam can have the three forms like these by putting all the letters that can be called mudaf like khafafa, rakaka, hababa. These all letters, the ain and the lam kalima are the same. So by putting them into the big families, we started with the big families. We learned that how uh, they can be formed. Today's session will only be about the recitation, you can say, like the repeating all the charts for Faili Madi and Faili Mudare. So let's do it for Faili Madi and Mudare, the Sif Kabir. We will do it for Khaffa and Azza, Sarra, Habba. And I want to tell the students that practicing Saf Sahir and Saf Kabir helps you remember how to conjugate verbs correctly and makes it easier to use in different root letters because you are in practice. They show how verbs change with different pronouns and tenses. So just practice, review, and repeat, and practice daily to make yourself simple and natural. So you will be so fluent in this surf that it will not be difficult for you to apply it on different root letters. So, in today's session, we are going to see how the Saf Kabir charts are formed for different root letters. In the last session, we did the Saf Saghir and we learned that how for the Asrama family, we learned how this rule of putting the shadda was formed, like ahabba, yuhibbu, ihbaban fahuwa muhibbun, uhibba, yuhabbu, ihbaban fahuwa muhabbun, alamru minhu ahibya, ahibbi, yahbib. So, wanahyu anhu la tuhibba, la tuhibbi, la tuhbib. And then we have wazarfu minhu habbun. So, we have this, you can see here that we learn about the transferring of the this haraka from the second root letter to the first root letter, so we can pronounce it because otherwise default state in the default state this ha has a sukoon, and just like that for because we know that it always gets a sukoon on the last letter like this. This is the default form, so it can be compensated in the form of ahibba and hibbi. So this is how we are going to make the commanding and forbidding. So let's continue with the Madi, the self Kabir chart. So it is like Hua, Ahabba. Then we have Huma, Ahabba, Hum, Ahabbu. Hiya, Ahabbat. We know that it will get a sukoon. This Tatanis, it will get a sukoon to show that the verb is in the feminine form. Huma, Ahabbata. Hunna ahbabna. So here this This was all like simple, you can say. But when it is for hunna, the feminine form, we are going to break it because it is not easy to pronounce with this noon. So that is why we need to break this ba with the shadda. So it becomes ahbabna, ahbabna. And as I mentioned, that with the practice, with reviewing and repeating, this surf will become simple and natural for you. So you just need to remember a few basic rules for this muda'af. So be careful and notice this ahbabna, the this separating this shada, these doubling of the letters. So hunna ahbabna, anta ahbabta, antuma ahbabtuma. Notice that now we are not putting the shada for the rest of the chart. Anta ahbabta, antuma ahbabtuma, antum ahbabtum. Then anti ahbabti, antuma will remain same. Antuma ahbabtuma, antunna again ahbabtunna. This is ahbabna because, and this is the antunna version is ahbabtunna. We have the tunna. Ana ahbabtu, nahnu ahbabna. So this is all faili madi with the little change. You can notice here from the hunna and it will continue till nahnu. Now let's see the fi'li mudari for ahabba yuhibbu, huwa yuhibbu, huma yuhibbani, hum yuhibbuna, hiya tuhibbu, huma tuhibbani, hunna yuhbibna. Again, see the change here. Just like here for the madi, again we are just separating these two similar letters because they were before that for hua and the hiya chart these six sighas, it was with the shadda. These five, they were with the shadda. Now with the hunna, again, separate them. Yuhbibna, remember this, and for the rest of the chart. Again, for only this, remember, for Madi, with the hunna, it will all remain same for the rest of the sighas. But for Fele Mudare, it is only going to happen for only hunna and antunna. Otherwise, all the letters are going to remain the same with the shadda. And this rule you are going to remember. And as I mentioned, with the practice and reviewing and repeating, you will be inshallah familiar with these rules. So, huwa yuhibbu, huma yuhibbani, hum yuhibbuna, hiya tuhibbu, huma tuhibbani, hunna yuhbibna. Anta tuhibbu, antuma tuhibbani, antum tuhibbuna, anti tuhibbina, antunna tuhbibna. Again, you can notice here the change and this separating of the shadda letters. Ana uhibbu, nahnu nuhibbu. So this is for habba, yuhibbu, madi, and the mudare. Now there are, as I told you, that we are going to practice the in this session only the surf kabi charts for akhaffa, azza, asarra because they are the most common that we usually see. So these by the practice of al madi and mudare, you will see the changes happening for each sigha, especially for the hunna and antunna, for the mudare, and from hunna till nahnu in the faili madi. So let's start with asarra. Huwa asarra. I hope you are reciting. Huwa asarra, huma asarra, hum asarru. Hiya asarrat. Notice the sukoon here. Huma asarrata. Hunna asrarna. See here the separating of the shadda letters. Hunna asrarna. Then it will continue till nahnu. Anta asrarta, antuma asrartuma, antum asrartum, anti asrarti, antunna asrartunna, ana asrartu, nahnu asrarna. Then we have the Feli Mudare. Let's do it. Let's do the practice. Huwa yusirru, huma yusirrani, hum yusirruna. Hiya tusirru, huma tusirrani, hunna yusirna. As I mentioned, you need to be careful about the mudari for hunna and antunna because here we are going to separate the shadda letters. Hunna yusrirna, anta tusirru, antuma tusirrani, antum tusirruna, anti tusirrina, antunna tusirrirna, tusirrirna, ana usirru. Again, the shadda came back. And nahnu nusirru. So this is for asarra yusirru. Now we have to do for khaffa, فعل ماضي. هو خفى هما أخفى. We know the root letters are خا فا فا. أخفى هما أخفى هم أخفوا. هي أخفت. Again the سكون. هما أخفتا. هن أخففنا. Here look at the change. Now it will continue till نحن. هن أخففن، أنت أخففت، أنتما أخففتما، أنتم أخففتم، أنت أخففتي، أنتن أخففتن، أنا أخففت، نحن أخففنا. Now, Alhamdulillah, let's start with the mudari for أخف. أخف you and then يخف. هو يخف، هما يخفان، هم يخفون، هي تخف، هما تخفان، هن يخففن، هن يخففن، هن يسررن. Remember this rule of breaking or the separating the shadda letters. Anta tukhifu, antuma tukhifani, the shadda came back. Antum tukhifuna, anti tukhfina, antunna tukhfifna. Careful for the hunna and antunna, there is a change. Ana ukhifu, nahnu nukhifu. Then we have falimadi here. Huwa أأزا هما أأزا هم أأزوا هي أأزت هما أأزتا هن أعززنا أعززنا أعززنا. Here you can notice هو أأزا هما أأزا هم أأزوا هي أأزت هما أأزتا هن أعززنا هن أعززنا. Here again you can notice this sukoon on the first root letter like this. أسررنا أخففنا أعززنا أنت أعززت أنتما أعززتما أنتم أعززتم أنتِ أعززتِ. And then we have here أنتما أعززتما for both and أنتن أعززتن أنا أعززت نحن أعززنا. So here you can notice that the first root letter is having the sukoon. Then we have the mudari for أعزّ يؤزّو هو يؤزّ هما يؤزّان هم يؤزّون هي تؤزّ هما تؤزّان هن يؤززن هن يؤززن أنت تؤز أنتما تؤزان أنتم تؤزون أنت تؤزين. Then again we have أنتما the same. أنتما تؤزاني أنتن تؤززن تؤززن هن يؤززن أنتن تؤززن أنا أؤز نحن نعز نحن نعز. So these are the فعل ماضي and مضارع for أسر يسر أخف يخف أعز يؤز. And you can notice all the differences for فعل ماضي from هن till نحن. We will break this or we will separate the shadda letters. And then for the mudari only there is a change for hunna and antunna. Hunna and antunna. They are going to separate. And the chart for different letters, you can put different letters for mudaf. For mudaf, when the second and the third root letters are the same, you can do all these surf kabichar because, as I mentioned, that they are very important to learn. So keep reciting, keep practicing, and keep reviewing. Now then we have the Feleam, the same charts for Feleam. See here how the Feleum can be formed. Antan, antumantum and anti antuna. Like this, you know that for anti and antuma will be same, remain same for both. So anta izza, anta izza. Here the default form is here as mentioned. I told you that we have the three types: ahibba, ahibbi, habib, ishbib, aziz, and then just like that, akhfif. And then we have like putting into this, we have this default asrir. So see here, aizza or aziz or aizi, then only that will apply for anta. For anta, asirra, asrir, asirri, anta, akhiffa, akhiffi, akhfif. That will only apply to anta. And then we have antuma, aizza, antum, aizzu, anti, aizzi, antuma, aizza for same, anti. And then antunna, zizna, antunna, zizna. So look at the change that how we form the fi'li amr. Anta asirra, anta asirri, or asrir. Antuma asirra, antum asirru, anti asirri, antunna asirirna. Antuma version will be same for this. So antunna asrirna. Then we have anta akhiffa, akhiffi, akhfif. Antuma akhiffa, antum akhiffu, anti akhiffi, antunna akhfifna. So here we have practice for fi'li amr for all anta antuma antum and anti antuma antunna. And I hope that these all charts are very useful for you and you will keep practicing and doing them. And inshallah, I'll see you in the next session. Barakallahu li wa lakum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.